Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just can't believe it. I know it's been a few months, but guys, so much has happened. We've moved, as you can see, we're now in a brand new home. And I'm really excited to be out of the apartment and now in a space for our growing family. And that is another new development that happened. We are pregnant, and I really just needed to take the time away because, oh my goodness, like pregnancy really takes all your energy. So the first trimester was super rough, and I just really needed to just pull back and get myself together. And then moving as well, you know, getting the home together. It's obviously nowhere near where I want it to be, but I wanted to get some of the foundations down before I started filming again. And I feel really good about even the filming setup and everything right now, so I'm excited to be back. I will do a pregnancy update and all of that in another video, but in this video, I really felt like it was important to share with you guys where I'm at right now and share with you guys some of my thoughts. I wanted this video to be about the pressure of success and achieving career goals and some of the misconceptions about success, because I know that there are so many women just like me who feel that pressure, and I wanted to be able to not only share some of my thoughts, also talk about just some encouraging tips that can really help get you through those really hard moments when you're doubting yourself, doubting if you can hit your goals, questioning if you'll ever be who God's called you to be, all of that, because I think it's so important that we have these conversations more often. If anything that I say resonates with you, please, please, please make sure that you just take the time to digest it and think about it more. So let's get into the video. The pressure of achieving career goals. In a social media world, I know that sometimes there can be so much pressure that builds up internally, especially because we see a lot of the highlight reel. You know, we see people hitting their career goals, we see them knocking it out their park, maybe buying a home by the time they're 22, making good money in their career, whatever it is. And that can just build up so much internal pressure. And if we're not careful and we don't check in with ourselves, it can really affect us in a negative way. I know for me, for so many years, I struggled so much with my career. You know, I questioned myself, I doubted myself, I didn't think I had the ability. And a lot of that had to do with seeing people and being excited and happy for them, but wondering if that meant that there was a deficit with me, because it seemed to be taking longer for me. It seemed like, man, I am 23, why haven't I figured it out? Or 25 or 27 or 28, 30, whatever that number was. I think every single time I hit an age that I felt would be a milestone of me hitting my goals or me getting to where I wanted to be in my career, and it just wasn't the case, it affected me so negatively. I had so many hard moments. I felt incredibly sad, and I struggled so much over, especially I would say the last 9 years. And I still have those moments where I really got to check in with myself, and I need to make sure that, like, hey, Ave, like, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. This is exactly where God's called you to be. You will hit those goals in due time. I had the desire to make money and do what I loved, but I struggled so much with the process of getting there. I got married, I had a son, I moved countries, I tried different jobs, I left different jobs, I had lazy moments, I felt demotivated. There were so many things that happened because that is life. Life happens along the journey. And I honestly thought that it was gonna be so much more linear. I thought when I started out this whole journey that it was going to be an overnight thing. I genuinely thought that. And when I had all of these hard moments and life was happening, and yes, there were beautiful things happening, I had a hard time celebrating them, and I had a hard time just really being excited in certain things because I wanted this career goal, or I wanted to achieve whatever it is that I set out to achieve at the time. And that was like the apple of my eye, and the main thing that I saw. you know? And yeah, I think so many of us, majority of us, want the journey to be this clearly paved path with us getting maybe divine instructions from God every step of the way, telling us which way to go and hoping that it'll be overnight, you know? But it's not that way for majority of us. For majority of us, it's not overnight. It's actually a long, winding path with detours and bumps in the road and internal struggles and internal pressures and external struggles, and it can be messy. And that's okay, because that is a part of the journey, and that's beautiful. I actually think that if it wasn't for the bumps and the detours in the road, we literally wouldn't be who we're supposed to be. Part of attaining whatever goals you set out to attain is actually becoming who it is that you're called to be. Refining your character, learning more about who you are, learning more about who God is, and depending on Him in those hard moments, and who He's called you to be, and how He's called you to do whatever it is that you're called to, because it's a part of the journey. And we wouldn't know and understand these things on a deeper level if it wasn't for the bumps and the detours and the struggles along the way. They're so important and so vital. I actually don't think that you can walk effectively and in the fullness of whatever it is that you're called to do if you don't understand the one who's called you on a deeper level, and you don't understand how He's called you to do the thing that you're called to. I learned so much about myself in those really hard moments. I learned about what I liked and what I didn't like. I learned about how I wanted to do certain things. Even when I started my YouTube channel in 2013, it was all vlogs. Like, it was just vlogs, me vlogging my friends. And while that was beautiful and it was a part of the journey, there are so many things I didn't know about myself at that time. And now I'm the most comfortable I've ever been in my YouTube journey, because I feel like I know myself more. I realize that I like to make beautiful things. I love home decor, and I want to share that with you guys. I realize that I'm an encourager and I want to encourage people. I realize that my struggles with purpose all play a role in just so many of the things that I share with you guys, because if I never struggled, then I wouldn't be able to relate to you guys on this level. And it's so easy to miss that. It's so easy to not realize that. But I thank God for the journey. It's really the journey that's brought me to this moment. And while I am nowhere near where I want to be, I'm so grateful for what it's taken for me to get here in this moment. And I'm so grateful to be able to record a video like this for you guys today. I attribute it all to the journey and what I've learned and what God's taught me. And I just want to be able to pass that over to you guys so that you guys understand that you're created for a purpose, and the bumps in the road is a part of the journey, and you're not the only one. So many people are right there with you. And when you look at the successes of others, I just want you to remember that you're not behind and you're not alone, and literally it's gonna happen for you too, but in the perfect timing for you in your life. And I'm excited for that for you guys too. I want you to enjoy the journey and the process along the way. I don't want you to miss out on beautiful goals, you know. I want you to celebrate the small wins, the medium-sized wins, and even the big private life wins, like being married, having kids, graduating, all of that. Like, even if it's separate from your career goal, like maybe owning your own business or making 6 figures or becoming a millionaire, whatever it is, like, those aren't the only goals to be celebrated. And while I understand it's important and something that we all want to achieve, we all want to attain a certain level of success, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, because you're becoming, and there's so many other wins that deserve to be celebrated as well. I honestly just think it's so important that we celebrate the wins that we have in our private lives. I think a huge goal that sometimes we overlook is even having friendships, healthy friendships. There are so many people out there that would love a good friend, you know, or two good friends, or someone to call and talk to. And it's like being able to cultivate healthy relationships in your life is a win and something that deserves to be celebrated. So I'm just saying that to say, let's focus on those things. Let's celebrate those things while we are on the journey to attaining whatever it is that your career goal is. And I wanted to end this off by saying that you will be who God has called you to be. You have a purpose. You are just on a journey right now. And even though it might not be moving at the pace that you want it to move at, it's gonna be amazing, and I'm so excited for you. And thank you so much for watching this video. If any of this resonated with you, please comment below what tip resonated with you, or what thought process that I had earlier in the video resonated with you the most. I'm so excited to start engaging with you guys again, and I can't wait to update you guys on everything. I can't wait to do a house tour. I can't wait to talk more about this baby and all of the baby number 2 things and life changes. So I'm happy to be back, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe below. Can't wait to be back with you guys. Bye. So sorry. They are cutting the grass outside of my house, so it's incredibly loud, but he's literally right outside my door. Be right back.